Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer Quest. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So we are going to continue here today. We've got, I think, probably another side quest. I just want to level up a few people. We do have quite a few people that are still level 2. We have the next quest to move on to the next city is a level 3 recommended. I do have some people at level 3, so I could try to run it. I'm just not sure how much I want to kind of level everybody as we go. I might do more kind of off-screen leveling for side quests, but it's kind of fun. I like this game quite a bit. So I think we're going to do Kill Gorgothor Iron Gob today. So we're fighting some orcs and goblins. We'll take out some various different characters that are on the way to level 3 from level 2. So we'll just kind of stick with them and go from there. So let's go ahead and hit that one. See if anything crazy happens on the way. We do have those weird events that pop up. I didn't see anything. I kind of looked at the character sheets. I know there was a negative thing on somebody, but I didn't have anything indicated anywhere that I could tell. So it's one of those things where I wish it was more clearly obvious, because once we jump into a mission, it might suddenly have kind of a negative effect on one of our characters. Blood Rain. The weather in the old world can be very unpredictable, and the warriors are caught in one such deluge. The sky opens up, and instead of water, it rains down blood and teeth. The teeth, that makes it pretty creepy. The party must find shelter and take refuge in a nearby farmhouse. The incumbent owner is not overly hospitable and charges the warriors 150 crowns for food and lodging. That is insane. That's like the amount, like, to buy a sword or something. That's bonkers for one night. All right, who are we taking? So we want to take level 2 people. You're level 3, so you're out. I do kind of want to take our ogre. You are so close to leveling. I think we have to take you. We could take level 2s into the level 3 story mission if there's only like one, potentially. Witch Hunter is level 2. We're kind of saving him for undead missions because he gets lots of XP. Who else is level 2? Our Archmage, our Ogre. Definitely take the Ogre. We could do the double Archer run. We could take the Archmage instead. We do have a little bit of healing from the Waywatcher. Haven't taken the Warrior Priest in a while, but I kind of feel like we should level up our tanky guys a bit more here with the Marauder. So that sort of makes sense. It's just whether or not I want to take you or maybe our Archmage. I think I just took you out, but your HPs, or experience, is a bit lower HP too, I'm sure. Let's stick with this. I think it's a good group, and we'll go from there. And if we have to take like a lower level person into something else, we can. So like, I might just have certain characters I just don't use it often. I kind of feel like the Warrior Priest is just sort of mediocre. Same with the Archmage so far, but I'm sure they get better as they level up. So let's go ahead, prepare to kill this Orc War Boss. I'm assuming it's an Orc. We've only been fighting like Goblin big bosses and bosses so far. The Dungeoneers are told, oh, it's a Night Goblin Big Boss, of a villainous Night Goblin Big Boss called Gorgothor Iron Gob. He's terrorizing the area and has slain all who attempted to rid the world of his foul magics. The warriors have traveled to the creature's lair and taken the quest to destroy the Night Goblin Big Boss, hoping they can bring a small spade of peace back to the region. And get some cash, of course. Alright, so we've got our tanky guys, and then we have our archers. Let's take a look. I just want to take a look at our characters here. That's the button I'm looking for before we jump in. So gear looking pretty good. We've got the increased strength. We've got a melee attack, potion, a lot of extra health and toughness. We've got a little bit of healing options. Anything special? So we have the Mighty Swing. It does say the damage is proportional to the ogre's level, but every time I've done it, it only does like 2 to 3 damage to each person. So if it's really weak stuff, sure, but otherwise, no. And then we got a +1 toughness, which is very nice. So stats-wise, he's pretty bonkers. All right, our Shadow Warrior is still at level 2. We do have an increased toughness, but I think that is bad, isn't it? Yeah, as it becomes tougher through use of armors and other means, his weapon skill drops by half, but we're mainly concerned with ballistic skill, not weapon skill. He's got a lot of ranged attacks, but ballistic skill is also just a 3, so a little surprised that that isn't better. We do have a good item, so that's the extra toughness. The wounds per turn is a heal every turn, which is nice. So, our Marauder, we did get the upgraded hammer for you, so extra health, critical chance, extra damage. We've got a bow we can use, all that kind of good stuff. Anything crazy? The Berserk, ignore wounds. If we die, we might come back. Your abilities, Is there anything else? Yeah, we got the reaction. We can range attack and still move, counterattack possibly. And then we've got our wayfinder, or way watcher, sorry. Can dodge. Don't know what the percentage is. Don't know what kind of dice roll it involves. It doesn't show me the dice in this game. I wish it would. And we've got the heal. As far as gear goes, we do have extra ranged attacks thanks to the amulet. We now have the chance to ignore blows. Stats-wise, increased toughness and ranged attacks. So yeah, we can do quite a bit of damage. Alright, let's just try to position. You're kind of in a weird spot. We can't get to the front, so yeah, why not? Charge on in, let's get this room. What do we got? 6 night goblins, 2 giant spiders. The spiders, because of their web, are actually probably the more dangerous. They're also really weak. Let's go for you, since we can't make it in at anybody. Well, so much for that. Alright, Ogre. Let's go charging in and just tear people apart. Now, we could do a mighty swing here. These guys are pretty weak, so we could do mighty swing, but if I attack and get a death blow, we automatically kind of follow up and crush people. And I kind of feel like that works better, honestly. The mighty swing, targeted enemy as well as anyone standing to the target's left or right. I feel like we're better off just going for kill everybody, and we'll just start on one end. Yeah, death blow triggers. We missed the second one. Oh well. We do have a potion we could use to get an additional attack, but I don't think this is a situation where we really need it that badly. We still have a lot more attacks we can do. So, you can do 1 ranged and 1 melee, so we'll come over here, try to stab up a goblin and take a ranged shot. Oh, another whiff. I think we go for the spiders. Again, the webbing ability is really nasty, and you missed. Alright, fine. We'll just shoot the crap out of everybody with you. So we've got 3 ranged attacks. Start on the spiders. Okay. Let's pick you off, I guess. So we can freely kind of move into the room. Potentially, if they all just want to pile up on the ogre, that's totally fine. He's more than happy to fight them all. Alright, we got a couple kills, nobody's hurt, so we're good to go. Did land a hit there, that's too bad. Only a couple points of damage, nothing too major though. Really trying to go for the back line there, apparently. Well, let's try to clear them out. Death blow triggers. Take them out. Nice. And we're now free. Let's... you're pinned. Alright, just swing away. Let's see what you can do. Crunch. Oh, you missed the other one. That's too bad. Alright. So you can shoot and move, right? Not a kill, really. Okay. Let's come around. We'll just try to go for a quick stab here. Hit both targets, but did not secure the kills. Unfortunate. Range doesn't really matter for range attacks. As long as we're just not next to the person, it's fine. Let's try to take him out. I feel bad kind of stealing your kills here, but couldn't finish him off. Okay, couldn't finish him off either. I guess we do have the herb lore. Let's go ahead and heal. Failed. Fine. We're not going to use a potion or anything. I just took a tiny bit of damage so far. Yeah, he just got his wounds back. Just healing each turn. Okay. I'm going to give you the opportunity to take him out. I shouldn't have bothered, I guess. Ogre! Vengeance. There you go. Ring of Lesser Regeneration. Heals a health every turn. That's pretty good. I could see that for lots of people, but someone with a lot of health. It is a green item. One of these two. You've actually got space as well. What's your health at? 27. That is crazy good. You've got more health than the ogre does. That's bonkers. Okay, mainly because of that item I've got. So, how about I'll give you the regenerating ring. You should be good to go then. Okay, so you moved. You attacked. Attacked. Try the herb lore again. Failed. Fine. Get ready over by the door. Alright, let's open the next one. Clear. Only one way to go. We'll try herb lore again. Failed again. Again, I'd love to see what the dice rolls are for this stuff. Can't make it, so we'll probably just hold up before opening the next door. Ooh, herb lore failed very badly. Well, let's try herb lore again, I guess. Alright, fine. Well, just leave that alone, probably. Alright, we can still move. Herb lore doesn't stop me from moving. Let's take a look. Nothing. Can make it to the next room, just barely. We're probably better off holding, so let's hold. Just get ready to jump in. We might get ambushed here, we'll see what happens. Nope, we're fine. Alright. Marauder, you're actually tougher than the ogre, so you can go first. We're already here. Gorgothor Iron Gob stands unbowed in the chamber beyond. The warriors enter, shattering the door and sending the nearest minion flying into the chamber to land quite dead by the feet of the Night Goblin Big Boss. Incensed at this act of defiance, the creature bellows a primal roar. I have a hard time believing like a goblin, even a boss, bellowing a primal roar, and charges forward, desperate to slay all in the party. So we've got 5 orc boys. So actually a pretty good retinue for a goblin. There's Gorgothor. 36 health. He's got the Cursed Black Blade, +2 strength, so that does make him kind of dangerous. The orc boys, 9 health, not too crazy. Alright, let's jump in. Ah, missed. That sucks. Alright. Go for a range shot further back. Miss. Alright, fine. Be that way. Let's jump in. I think we'll try to crush these two. I might use my potion, but it depends on how things go. I mean, that was probably the worst possible result. I don't know that we're that desperate. It would make things a lot easier to remove attacks coming in if we can actually land some hits. Let's take it. Gives me another action, so it's another chance to try. There we go. At least one killed that way. Alright, you can move and shoot. Do I want to move in on you? I think we're fine between the big hitters. We could try to tie them up separately. Big ol' miss. Alright. We'll just use my huge number of ballistic attacks and hope we can actually finish them off. Nice. Do I dare to hope we can land a third shot? Let's give it a try. Yeah, I didn't think it'd work anyway. Alright, let's see how bad this guy's going to hit us if he can land. Thankfully he's beating on our toughest guy and made a miss, so good. Can he go for the elf? Yeah, of course he goes for the elf. Alright, our Marauder went berserk a little bit, so extra attacks. I am pinned. Go for the bow shot. Yeah, you're just not doing much damage, are you, buddy? What's my damage range on these? They are elven weapons. 2 to 4, 5 to 7. Not fantastic. You're pinned also, just stuck with this guy. Alright, swing away. There we go. Just absolutely destroyed him. Maybe we'll just rely on range shots here. I am berserk. We'll try for a bow shot real quick. Not quite enough for a kill. Got 2 attacks. See what we can do. We do have the new hammer, so if we can land a hit, should do good damage. We don't land a hit. Alright. Let's just mop stuff up. I think we're fine for healing. I could use Herb Lore, but he's going to regenerate every turn anyway. He's only at 23. He's not in any danger. The most hurt guys actually are Shadow Warrior up there. Ow. Landing multiple hits there. I did regenerate, but still. Alright, let's just beat on him from every possible direction. Or not, you know, whatever you feel like. I think we just stay back. I don't want to move you in. You're just going to die if you get hit up close. Well, so much for that. I don't really feel like there's much point in healing either. We should be able to just take this guy out without too much trouble. Let's swing away with you, see what we get. Nice big hit. Oh, not quite enough to kill him. I could stall because I do want to kind of spread the points around a little bit, because we only get points for who kills what. I feel like he's killed a lot. Could do a heal and stall. Let's just try to finish it. Yeah, I feel like for sure the Waywatcher there killing everybody. With the last frustrated howl, Gorgothor Irongob keels over as dead as a necromancer's betrothed. That's an interesting turn of phrase. The few surviving minions scatter and flee from the dungeon, leaving the warriors to pick over the Night Goblin Big Boss's belongings. It isn't long before the adventurers emerge into the daylight, considerably richer than when they entered. You say that, but we only got like $100. Yeah, literally no XP for him. That's unfortunate. Only 2 for him. There weren't a lot. We did get some for healing. Not a lot of enemies in that dungeon, just a bit tougher with the orcs. But we got you to level up, so that's something. Let's head back to Verbod. Didn't get much in the way of cool items or anything either. Just spending a lot of money to level people up. So let's level you. Extra strength and toughness. That's it, huh? Alright. I was hoping for, like, accuracy, ballistic skill, you know, that kind of stuff. Just stuff with survivability, which is, I mean, it's nice. Take a look at the market. I don't know if I even got any junk to sell. Yeah, nothing. Okay, what do we have? Anything I want to get rid of? Nah, not really. Don't have a lot of money either, though. Marauders and wizards can use a fine dagger. It's interesting, gives you additional attack. A lot of really cool stuff, weapons and things, but just all out of my price range. Alright. I think we've got almost everybody. Well, okay, not almost everybody, but about half of us are level 3 now. Okay, 6 of us are level 2, but I mean, one of them is an ogre with insane health. I think we can do level 3. I'll probably take him. I might even take quite a few level 2s, at least 2, if not 3 level 2s. So let's go ahead and go and do that quest. Unless there's something really, really awesome that we want. Oh, what do we got? Something for our ogre. Extra strength, -1 toughness. Meh. Mediocre. An axe, though. It's for a marauder, though. We have a good weapon on him. It's a one-handed, though. 5 to 9, +2 strength. Current weapon. +8 to 10, +5 health. I think this is better, even though it is a two-handed rather than one-handed. And that must be for a marauder as well. No, dwarf. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 10 extra health for a dwarf ironbreaker. I may have spoken too soon. We've got a +3 health right now. So it means a +7 health. That is crazy good. Okay, we have to do that. Slight distraction from our original goal, but we can take level 2 people and try to level them in this process. But yeah, that's a really, really good item. So yeah, let's do that. Previous mission was really short, so we'll do this one as well. I'm going to use mission and quest kind of interchangeably as we play here. Alright, you can sit this one out. I think I'll keep everybody else, all the other level 2s. I don't have any healing, though, in the group. We're not fighting undead, so I'm not going to take you. We could take our warrior priest or the archmage. Neither one are particularly awesome. But we do have some defensive abilities with the archmage, so let's take him. Just in case we need it. The Champion's Rune Helm is a mythical helmet. So tells the stranger who has met your party going the opposite way. He's an older man who carries a large backpack and a battered shield by his side. He remonstrates that if only he was 10 years younger, he'd be going on the quest for the Champion's Runic helmet himself. As it is, he's happy to share the knowledge where it can be found, and so the party follows the stranger's advice and comes upon a dungeon. The old world just riddled with dungeons. Alright, we're going that way. So yeah, same kind of group. We do have kind of random abilities popping up for our archmage. Do we want to change any gear around? Let's take a look. So you've got the auto heal now. We still have a bandage, so we're good on that. What do we have? Potion of swiftness, extra movement, strength, toughness. All these are green items, though. We can only have a few. I could throw a green item on you. don't know that any of them are that necessary. Possibly the toughness. Like, maybe we might want to use that. But you could use it as well. Actually, you're probably more likely to need it because you're going to get in close occasionally. So let's give it to you. We've got healing items on everybody. Even the food is a healing item. Yeah, I think we're good to go. All right. We might run into something. I don't have much magic now. I don't want to burn that much of my reserve. There's only 3 magic currently, so let's not worry about that. Let's just go ahead and check the room. Nothing. All right. We do have a bigger one. Got a split. I'm going to stay all grouped up, especially since we're a little dispersed here to start with. A lot of magic, but no targets. I think we'll just set up. Let's go right, I guess. Okay, we're on offensive magic. Let's see what we've got in this room. Nothing. It's not a dead end, though. We can make it to the next room. I guess let's go ahead and open it. 5 giant bats, 3 nut goblins with bows. Nothing too crazy. Let's just hammer you. Take a ranged attack at one of the goblins. No. Alright, ogre. We'll try to kill 2 here. Hopefully we get a death blow, but you never know. Miss. Alright, we'll just rely on whatever else we can. We do have our lance. I can't remember now if that's an area. I think it's a single target. Yeah. I think we go for archers. It's just less attacks coming our way. Not going to use my reserve magic, that's fine. I don't know if he can do enough damage to kill anybody. 2 health, 4 health. I mean, you should be able to kill a bat if you hit him. If you hit him. Which you did not. Going for the back line there. Oh, tried to punch an ogre. Probably not a great idea. We are pinned, so swing away. Yeah, archer shot in the back. Never mind. Ogre, crush. That's what you get for punching him. Or trying to. We only have defensive magic now. I'm not really concerned about it. I'm not even going to bother. Especially if it's going to cost some of my reserve magic. Nah. Nice. Finally get a kill for you. Oh, freaked out. Swinging wildly. It's one of the problems of having everybody bunched up next to somebody with Berserk. Chance to go Berserk. There's a chance he's unable to control himself, swings wildly, damaging adjacent warriors, and of course we're all adjacent to him, so we didn't take much. You took like 1 point. 1 point. Nothing too crazy. Alright, let's... I can't do anything. That's too bad. Alright, just see if we can crush the ogre. 1 bet. That is the answer. Disappointing me with your archery skills, buddy. Could burn 1 reserve magic. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Or encirclet for the warrior priest, +1 max wounds. I have one of these already, I think. Alright, this was not a dead end. But we are kind of stuck. Can't move through on our own guys. So we do heal naturally with him. You also heal. You're down a little bit. You're fine. And we do have the bandages and stuff if we want to try to heal up a bit later, but not worried about it at the moment. Alright, let's check the room. Dead end. Okay. All the way back down the other passage. See if we get ambushed on the way as well. We'll just kind of hang out here-ish for now, that's fine. How much magic do we have? 7? Yeah, I don't worry about it. We get ambushed, it's fine. Missing not having any healing in the party, like ability-wise or spells or anything. But we should be okay. I'm getting a little spread out. We'll kind of regroup before we get into the next room. Just want the tanks up front before we get into the next spot. So yeah, we'll just hold up right there. No ambushes. Want to hold off or go ahead and go? Let's go ahead and go. It's probably just a hallway anyway. Well, it's not the end, but not just a hallway. 3 night goblins with bows. So the other ones have spears. Spears or bow. We can move around. We could swing from here. That'd be fine. Yeah, let's stay here. Okay, that was unfortunate. Take a range shot at an archer, I guess. Alright, that's something. Mr. Ogre. We can only kill stuff if we do get a death blow that are adjacent to our initial target. So kind of no matter where I go, the best option I have is killing 2. So we'll push in a little bit further and we'll just start chopping away, hopefully. Alright, you're doing a really bad job of getting hits this time. So we'll try to reduce numbers. Ooh, not quite a kill. Alright, yeah, get in there. Finish him off with the sword, hopefully. Get the death blow. Nice. Do have offensive magic. But I can only see one target. So we'll move up. I just hit somebody who's further away, I guess. Doesn't really matter who. Could go again. It will burn 5 of my reserves. I think we're okay. We've got the really strong spell as well, but it costs so much. Punch. They landed like all their hits. Do get a little bit of healing going on. Well, we might as well try. Alright, good hit. Fine. Well, give you a try so we can do something nice. We get the death blow. Not quite enough for the second kill. Ogre, finish him off. Or, you know, don't. Whatever. Fine. We'll blast him with magic. Another stake for a witch hunter. So no one can move. You can. Alright, go in there. Getting a little bit of healing back on those two. That's very nice. Do we want to open the next room? It's probably just a hallway. Yes, it's a very long hallway. We'll just hold up. Yeah, nice getting the passive heal. Let's not open the next one yet. Especially since I'm only on defensive magic here. Nope. The room is home to a horrendous stench. Such is the fetid smell that some warriors can only involuntarily gag rather than remain in a battle-ready posture. Holding breath. Okay, minus 1 weapon skill for a dungeon. That's unfortunate. Only affected one of us, though, so that's better than I was expecting. Alright, let's open this up. 6 snotlings and 2 orc boys. Not too bad, although the snotlings are groups, which always make them look more dangerous. Tempted to just go in and go for the orcs, but you're already beat up a little bit. You could do the same thing. Yeah, let's have you go in. Just duck and weave through the snotlings. Big swing. Instant death. Nice. Alright, and then we can go for a bow shot on some snotlings. know how one arrow kills all the snotlings? It probably kills one and the others just run away. Let's look at it that way. Okay, we'll go here. We'll go for a double hit. Possibly. Crunch. Crunch. Snotling smoothies there. Do have our magical abilities up. Could go for swing, but I do have that stench effect on me. I don't have any offensive magic. Okay, we'll hang out next to you. Try to help out. Can use my reserve if I wanted to. I think we're just going to hold up, since I don't have any magic. Going all the way back on the wizard and the abyss. Ow. Alright, our marauder went berserk, but he didn't smack anybody, so that's good. Could do defensive magic, but I think we're going to kill all these guys, so it should be fine. Right. I can't actually move. Took a bow shot there. Well, you're just kind of failing at everything, aren't you? Try for a swing here. I mean, better than I expected. Ogre. There we go. Seeing all this stuff break. Stone bread. Something for dwarves only. Does a little bit of healing. Sure. Let's not open the next room yet, because everybody else is stuck. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get ambushed. Every time I say that, we'll get ambushed. Night goblins and spiders all over the place. We did get a reaction strike off, though. Marauder went berserk over there by himself, where we're fairly safe. Alright, yeah, let's start with you. Just kill everything next to you. Mission accomplished. Alright. To take out the spiders because they can web us, and it stops us from doing anything. So at least try for that. Alright, we'll come back and try to help our wizard. Excellent job. No magic. I don't really want to move in. You should be able to take this out, right? There we go. We can goblin jam. Another potion of swiftness. I can read, I swear. Alright, let's check the next room. Just go for it. Stompy stompy. What do we got? Just more hallways. Yeah, that auto heal's really nice. More items like that. I do have enough magic. It's not going to affect anything, so sure, we'll go ahead and cast it. Didn't drain any of my reserve or anything, so why not? We just got ambushed, so it's pretty unlikely we'll have another one. We don't. This has got to be the last room, right? Yep. Champion's Runic Helm. The door to the following chamber is closed. Upon the great oak panel is a symbol, a shape etched onto the door that is undeniably a helmet. If that is not a clue as to what lies beyond, your warriors have no idea what else is. Cautiously, they open the door and enter with weapons raised and spells in mid-intonations. There's Big Boss and some boys. Big Boss, in this case, is Naznar Frothgouger. He's got a cutting-edge blade, +2 strength. You can get right in there. I think we will, actually. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tank better than everybody else. Let's start trying to kill regular guys. Can still shoot a bow further in. Go for a big hit. Or not. Can do one spell. We'll just try to hit guys further in just to reduce the number of attacks coming our way. If we can take them out. No, not quite. Could do it again, but we do have a bow here. So we can take it out with the arrow. Alright. That works. Just a flesh wound. Did go berserk, but didn't smack anybody else. Excellent. So we get more attacks. Take our free range shot here first. Alright, beat on him. Ooh, big hit. Not quite a kill, though. Just have defensive magic. I'll go ahead and cast it just because I don't think it affects our XP or anything. We could try to kill you to give you more XP. But kind of anybody could use it. Alright, take you out. Go make some pork jam. Well, he tried. Can go in for a stab. Yeah, why not? It's just one orc left. If we can get a kill with you, that would be nice. I don't think we've gotten two. Try to spread out the kills a little bit. The relic's current owner is slain. With all the monsters dead, the warriors sheath their weapons, tired but victorious. They quickly locate the champion's runic helmet. It is part of a larger horde which the adventurers, as professional treasure hunters, are happy to take as well. After all, if they don't claim it, somebody or something else will. Only 100 gold, though. Definitely take that, and 40 extra. Definitely a cool item. Close to leveling with these two. Yeah, he's actually stronger than I would think, just because of gear, just being his level. So head back to Birdbod, we'll take care of our stuff. So no one leveled up. Let's take a look at our stuff here. So, for you, I've got a brand new helmet. So now, you've got 26 health. So about on par with our Marauder, and more than our Ogre even, who's sitting at 23. Anything else we got of interest? The stone bread, I guess. We could look at our dwarves. They're the only ones who can carry it. It is a green item, so you could carry it. You could also carry it. Extra melee attacks, sure. You're now much more of a tank. Toughness, yeah, have the stone bread, it's fine. Anything else? Stakes, but we can only have, I think, one stake equipped. We've already got one, so we have a couple spares. I'm just going to kind of put these out of the way. Alright, we did get the circlet, but I think it's the same thing we already have on our warrior priest. +1 health. Yeah, so we can sell that off too. Alright, we'll just go to the market. I don't think we even had any junk. Circlet. Helmet we can also sell. Yeah, because only the Ironbreaker can use that. Could sell stake, I don't know that I need. I've got one equipped and then a spare. Do I need 2 spares? Not necessarily. Is the money going to make a difference? Is there anything I really need to buy? There's lots of cool stuff, but it's all just insanely expensive. Yeah, I think we're fine. Alright, so we'll go ahead and call that for today. Next time, we'll just go ahead and do the political shortcomings. Just jump into that. Then again, if there's a super awesome item out here... That's that same Marauder Axe. It's okay, but I wouldn't switch to it. Uh-oh. +2 toughness, reduce damage by 1. It's a shield for the ogre. Would that replace the gut plate that I have? I don't know for sure. Let's take a look at our ogre real quick. This is armor. Yeah, I wonder if it would. This is 3 health, 1 toughness. It's a blue item. Interesting. 2 toughness, reduce damage by 1. Yeah, I think we'll probably just do the main quest. That's fine. I feel like this would replace the gut plate that I already have, so I'm not sure it's that helpful. I don't know if we can have the gut plate and a shield, but maybe we can. But we'd have to have... I don't know, it doesn't say anything about taking up a hand or anything, so I'm not sure. Anyway, that's been it for today for Warhammer Quest. Hopefully I will see you all in the next one. We'll come back and do the main quest. Until then, have a good one.